Hello and welcome to this comprehensive guide on exploring Paris, France in just 3 days. Today's video will provide you with an optimal itinerary designed to maximize your experience in one of the world's most visited destinations. Paris, renowned for its architectural marvels, artistic heritage, and culinary excellence, requires strategic planning to navigate efficiently. This guide segments each day to ensure you experience both iconic landmarks and authentic Parisian culture. Please engage with this content by subscribing to the channel and activating notifications for future travel guides. Your comments regarding Parisian experiences are most welcome below. Commence your Parisian journey at the city's most recognizable structure, the Eiffel Tower. Arrival recommendation, 8:30 to minimize waiting periods. Begin at Trocadero Gardens in the 16th arrondissement for optimal photographic opportunities. This vantage point across the Seine provides unobstructed views that are particularly enhanced by morning illumination. Pre-purchase admission tickets online to circumvent extensive queuing. Consider utilizing the stairway access to levels 1 and 2 for cost efficiency and reduced wait times. The summit requires elevator access from the second level. The 360-degree panorama from this elevation offers comprehensive orientation to Paris's urban layout, from Montmartre's heights to the Seine's winding path. Proceed approximately 800 meters east to the Rue Claire district, a pedestrianized market street frequented primarily by local residents rather than tourists. Select from several authentic establishments here. Recommended, the traditional croquis monsieur accompanied by a café allonge for an authentic Parisian midday meal. Utilize Paris Metro Line 8 to Place de la Concorde, the commencement point of the Champs-Élysées Boulevard. Note the 3,300-year-old Luxor obelisk centerpiece. Proceed northwest along this 1.9-kilometer avenue, observing the transition from public gardens to commercial establishments. While international retailers dominate, note historic French institutions such as La Durée, founded in 1862, renowned for traditional macarons. Access the Arc de Triomphe exclusively via underground passages. Direct surface crossing of the Place Charles de Gaulle roundabout presents significant hazards. For approximately €13, ascend 284 steps, or utilize the elevator to access the observation deck, presenting exceptional views of Paris's axial urban planning with direct sightlines to La Défense Business District and the Louvre. As daylight diminishes, proceed to Seine embarkation points near Pont d'Iéna for an approximately 60-minute river cruise, costing around €15 to €20. This aquatic perspective provides unique visual access to illuminated landmarks including Musée d'Orsay, Notre Dame Cathedral, and Ile de la Cité. Conclude your day observing the Eiffel Tower's illumination sequence, occurring hourly after sunset until 1 in the morning. This 5-minute light display represents an optimal conclusion to your introduction to Paris. Dedicate your second day to Parisian cultural institutions, beginning with the Louvre Museum. It's recommended to arrive 30 minutes before the official opening at 9 in the morning, but remember, it's closed on Tuesdays. With over 38,000 objects displayed across 72,735 square meters, selective viewing is essential. Priority exhibits include Leonardo da Vinci's Mona Lisa in room 711, Denon Wing, Venus de Milo in room 346, Sully Wing, Winged Victory of Samothrace at the Daru staircase, and the Apollo Gallery in the Denon Wing, first floor. Here's a tip, counterintuitively. Begin your visit with secondary masterpieces and approach the Mona Lisa approximately 60 to 90 minutes after opening when initial crowding has dispersed. Exit the Louvre to the adjacent Tuileries Garden, a 22.4-hectare formal garden dating back to Catherine de' Medici's commission in 1564. Several garden pavilion cafes offer suitable lunch options. Select outdoor seating to appreciate the landscape architecture while resting from morning museum exploration. Traverse the Passerelle Léopold Sédar Senghor pedestrian bridge to access the Musée d'Orsay, housed in the former Gare d'Orsay railway station, which was constructed between 1898 and 1900. This institution houses principally French art dated from 1848 to 1914, providing a chronological continuation from the Louvre's collection. Focus areas include the Impressionist Gallery on the 5th level, post-impressionist works from artists like Van Gogh, Gauguin, and Seurat, and an Art Nouveau furniture collection. Don't miss the monumental north-facing clock window, offering photogenic views. Allocate approximately 2 to 3 hours for this significantly more manageable collection compared to the Louvre. For evening activities, proceed to the historic Latin Quarter in the 5th arrondissement, centered around the Sorbonne University, which was established in 1253. If arriving before 1900 hours, briefly visit the Luxembourg Gardens, the former estate of the Medici family and now the grounds of the French Senate. For authentic dining, select establishments on secondary streets rather than main thoroughfares. Authentication indicators include single-language menus, limited seating capacity, the presence of local clientele, and seasonal menu variations. Conclude with an evening promenade along the Seine's left bank, observing Notre Dame Cathedral's ongoing reconstruction following the April 2019 fire. Your final day focuses on distinctive Parisian neighborhoods, beginning with Montmartre in the 18th arrondissement. Access via Metro Line 12 to Abbesses Station. This historically bohemian district occupies Paris's highest natural elevation at 130 meters. Navigate gradually upward through its characteristic stairways and narrow streets. Visit Place du Tertre, where approximately 300 artists produce and sell works daily, continuing a tradition established in the late 19th century when Montmartre attracted painters including Picasso, Modigliani, and Toulouse-Lautrec. Proceed to the summit crowned by Sacré-Cœur Basilica, constructed between 1875 and 1914. Access options include Rue Feuillantier's 222 steps or the funicular railway, for which a standard metro ticket is applicable. The viewpoint here provides Paris's highest publicly accessible panorama, presenting the city's northern and central districts. Transit to Le Marais district, located in the 3rd and 4th arrondissements via Metro Line 1. This area represents one of Paris's best-preserved historic quarters, with buildings dating predominantly to the 16th to 18th centuries. Culinary options here span traditional French to contemporary international and Jewish cuisine, reflecting the district's multicultural history. Post-lunch, visit Place des Vosges, Paris's oldest planned square, inaugurated in 1612, with perfect symmetrical architecture and a central garden. Allocate time to explore Le Marais' independent retailers, offering merchandise distinct from standardized international brands found elsewhere in Paris. For historical contrast, consider the Paris catacombs in the 14th arrondissement, accessible via Metro Line 4 to Denfert-Rochereau Station. This 1.5-kilometer subterranean ossuary houses remains transferred from overcrowded cemeteries between 1786 and 1814. Access information online reservation is mandatory to avoid 2+ hour wait times. Standard visit duration is 45 to 60 minutes. Conclude your Paris exploration in Montparnasse, located in the 14th arrondissement, historically significant as the intellectual and artistic center of 1920s Paris. Select from numerous traditional bistros in this district. Recommended establishments on Rue de la Gaîté or Boulevard du Montparnasse offering prix-fixe menu options. Following dinner, ascend Tour Montparnasse, which stands at 210 meters and costs €18 for a final panoramic view. This perspective uniquely includes the Eiffel Tower within the cityscape rather than viewing from it. The 56th floor observation deck remains open until 22:30 and until 23:30 on Fridays and Saturdays, allowing appreciation of Paris's comprehensive illumination system. This 3-day itinerary provides balanced exposure to Paris's essential components while minimizing transit inefficiencies. While necessarily selective, it encompasses 7 major landmarks, 4 distinct neighborhoods, multiple authentic culinary experiences, and both chronological and geographical diversity. For extended stays, consider supplementary excursions to Château de Versailles via Rail Line C, which takes 45 minutes. Giverny, accessible via train from Saint-Lazare to Vernon Station, which also takes 45 minutes, and Fontainebleau, accessible via Transilien train from Gare de Lyon, which takes 40 minutes. For optimal experience, consider these recommendations: the Paris Museum Pass, available in 2, 4, and 6-day options for multiple museum access, the RATP application for public transportation navigation, basic French phraseology for essential interactions, appropriate footwear for extensive walking, as Paris averages 15,000 steps daily for tourists, and standard security precautions in high-density tourist areas. Thank you for your viewership. Please indicate appreciation via the like function and share with fellow travelers. Additional Paris inquiries are welcome in the comment section. Safe travels and au revoir.